From the 1011 Now Alert Center, this is the Night Beat, sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Good evening and thank you for joining me. I'm Jessica Blum with your headlines for Monday, April 6th. First, history has been made this Monday. The Artemis II astronauts have now flown farther from Earth than any humans in history. Before today, the Apollo 13 crew from 1970 held the record of 248,655 miles. The crew's mission is planned for over 252,000 miles. The crew is expected to lose signal during the flyby around the moon, which comes 5 days after the mission launched from the Kennedy Space Center. The crew members are the first humans to see the far side of the moon with the naked eye.
Mark, I think one of the most interesting things right now is the four of us have looked at this moon our entire lives, and the way we are responding to what we are seeing out the window is, it's just like we're a bunch of little kids up here. We cannot get enough of this. It's amazing. Thank you for the privilege.
The crew also got to name 2 lunar craters, one of them named Carol for Commander Reed Wiseman's wife, who died of cancer in 2020. The other is named Integrity, after the name of their Orion spacecraft. Now to a developing story back here at home. The University of Nebraska-Lincoln Police Department is investigating a sexual assault that was reported on Sunday. Here's what we know so far. UNLPD says the alleged sexual assault happened at the Village, a residence hall on city campus, sometime between 11:37 p.m. Saturday and 1:15 a.m. on Sunday. The suspect is known to the survivor and is believed to be 21. We'll be providing updates on this story as we learn more on 1011now.com. Well, Project O Street has begun as orange cones have closed down a lane in each direction from 13th to 16th Streets. According to LTU, these first 4 days of closures are for pre-construction, which includes tree removal, and the entire phase of construction on the 3-block span, which will continue to feature different variations of road closures, will likely last through this fall. During this time, sidewalks will remain open in order to provide access to the dozens of businesses located along one of the busiest areas in the city. Some owners tell us, though, they are optimistic about the improvements but can't shake some uncertainty about whether it may keep some customers away.
My heart sunk a little bit. It's a little nerve-wracking. Just really hoping that it's quick.
Once you start seeing orange cones, on the streets, you see construction. We've seen what's happened before with 48th Street. We see what's happening right now in Omaha with the rail car being installed. Things like that are what makes us nervous, but we're impressed with what the city's been doing so far. They have a really good plan in place.
This stretch is just one of 3 planned phases of Project O Street, with all of them predicted to be finished by fall of 2027. LTU says it will replace aging water mains, repair and resurface streets and sidewalks, and install new amenities like outdoor dining areas. And for anyone still looking to learn more about this project, LTU is hosting an open house from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. That will be held in the lobby of Union Bank Place on O Street. Staff will be available there to answer any questions. Now to a story we have continued to follow, the teen who posted this viral video of a train derailing near Bennett. And you may remember he sent this video in to 1011. Police later arresting him, saying he caused that derailment. Well, today, 19-year-old Zachary Hertzler entered a plea deal. He pled no contest to 2 charges of criminal mischief. He now faces up to 2 years in prison or fines. And according to court records, a switch had been misaligned, causing the train to come off the tracks. Security camera footage shows Hertzler being along the tracks at the time of the accident and setting up a camera before. In total, it caused over $350,000 in damage. Hertzler's trial was scheduled to start today. The Lincoln Police Department is investigating a pair of swatting calls that happened Saturday evening. The first call came in around 7:15 p.m. Dispatch received a call from an unknown man reporting that he shot his mother at the Stop and Shop near 33rd Street and Yankee Hill Road. When officers got there, they didn't find anything. LPD says officers were still on scene when dispatch got another call from a man who said he shot his mother and father at a nearby home. Again, officers found nothing. An investigation is ongoing. In central Nebraska, a Hastings man has pleaded not guilty to child abuse after a 15-month-old baby was found alone in a ditch on a rural road. 31-year-old Austin Hendrick pleaded not guilty to felony child abuse without injury. In October of 2025, someone passing by found the baby in the ditch. They were taken to a local hospital for treatment. Hendrick's involvement is unclear in the case as the court records have been sealed. In election coverage now, early voting ballots are being mailed out today to more than 32,000 people in Lancaster County for the statewide primary election. Commissioner Todd Wilchin says President Donald Trump's executive order on mail-in ballots will not impact the primary election. Every voter who submitted a valid request should get their ballot by the end of the week. The ballots must be returned to the Election Commission by 8 p.m. on May 12th. Early in-person voting will begin on April 13th at the Election Commission office. In Husker news, days after winning the AP National Coach of the Year, Fred Hoiberg is back in Lincoln and looking to the future. Conversations are underway with players about returning to the team next season in hopes of replicating the success the Huskers saw this year. Hoiberg says Price Sanford, a first-team All-Big Ten selection, should be back for summer workouts after undergoing surgery for a sports hernia. Hoiberg noted that he feels good about the core group of players returning for the 2026-27 season. When asked about the transfer portal, which does open up tomorrow, Hoiberg joked that it's his favorite time of the year.
We've already seen a lot of players that are planning on going into the portal. So you just do as much behind the scenes work within the rules that you can, and then you're ready when these names pop. And, try to be one of the first to get involved if you feel that they fit what you're trying to do. And, we feel good about, some of the names that we're after. And, those Zoom calls will start pretty much right away.
Despite the portal opening tomorrow, visits either on the road or on campus aren't allowed until April 10th. 1011's Chase Madison will have much more on today's news conference tonight at 10. Finally tonight, and rounding out your night beat, is a check of the 7-day forecast. There will be a narrow band of snow happening and setting up late tonight and into early Tuesday. Lincoln likely to see more of a rain to snow mix late tonight into early Tuesday as that band is slightly shifting to the north and more likely to set up along Omaha and areas like Blair and Fremont to see a little accumulating snow that may slow down the morning commute. A winter weather advisory is in effect for several counties in eastern Nebraska. Be sure to check our latest forecast on 1011now.com. But as for Wednesday, we are warming with more wind and there are daily chances at rain and showers and thunderstorms throughout Wednesday, especially into Thursday, still carrying over into Friday, and even into this weekend as we warm up again into the 70s, Saturday, Sunday, and into early next week toward the middle of March.
You've been listening to The Night Beat, sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln. Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.